Let's talk about influence for a second. A lot of people have a negative connotation to the word influence. A lot of people perceive influence as manipulative, as something you use as a persuasion tool to induce people to do things you want them to do, even though they don't want to do it. Well, I know there is this kind of influence in the world, but I want you to think about influence with integrity, influence with excellence, what I call Magna Influence, right? MAGNA influence, Magna Influence. If you go to the dictionary, you're going to see that Magna means something of great distinction, something greater than great, something special. So it's the best kind of influence. It's the ethical kind of influence. It's influencing other people for their own good, influencing other people for win-win outcomes, where everybody can benefit from that transaction. So you can influence your kids. And of course, when you think about influencing your kids, you're thinking about influencing them for their own good, right? So every parent wants to influence their kids to their own good, so they become better human beings, better person, and of course, decent people in the planet, right? When you are a teacher influencing your students, you also want to influence them to become better students or better people, right? So these are obviously positive kinds of influence. So in the business world, when we say Magna Influence, it means that you as an executive, as a sales professional, as a business owner, you are in a position to guide people, lead people to guarantee win-win outcomes. And also, when you learn the secrets of Magna Influence, you can protect yourself from bad influence. You can protect yourself from manipulation and bad kinds of persuasion. By mastering Magna Influence, not only you protect yourself from all the bad negotiation styles, all the bad persuasion styles, you can guarantee better outcomes for you and for the other people involved. So it is really important that you know more about Magna Influence, especially if you want to grow your influence and amplify it and multiply it, right? Because of course, influence begins with yourself, by influencing yourself to display better emotions, to display better attitude, better behavior, and of course to take courses of action that are more productive. This is number one influence, influencing yourself. Then you influence other people around you, maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people around you, and then you influence more people, and then you have the opportunity to go on stages and influence hundreds, maybe thousands of people each once. So when you start learning Magna Influence skills, what do you learn? First, you learn about how to build, grow, sustain your self-confidence. Because without self-confidence, you cannot really influence anybody. Or your influence power will be diminished. So first skill is how to build, grow, and sustain your self-confidence. Then, of course, you need to understand how to connect with other people, how to quickly identify how they think, how they behave, how they make decisions, so you can connect with them fast. And then adapt your approach when talking to them so you are more in tune with the way they are. Therefore, they're gonna feel like you are familiar to them, and they'll put their guards down, and the conversation will flow, the thoughts will flow, and of course everything will become easier. Right after that, what you want to do is think about how to add value to those people you're talking to, because if you have relationships with people but you don't add value to them, sooner or later they're going to realize that you're not adding value to their existence, to their life, or to their business, and your influence power will decrease. But if they feel like you're adding value to them, every time you talk to them, every time you interact with them, you somehow add some value, maybe inspiring them, maybe sharing some knowledge, some useful knowledge with them, maybe just listening to them, they feel value in this interaction, you will continue to increase your influence powers so you can help those people to be more successful while you get what you want as well. And of course, you got to think how to assist or help those people achieve their goals faster or resolve their problems. And if you can, try to help them see the achievements they're getting and the results they're getting, so they feel motivated to continue in that direction that you point at them. And again, if you pointed a direction, they see results in that direction, you have them measure those results, guess what? They continue to listening to you, you continue to increase your influence over them because they see value in following your lead. Alright? Okay, and of course, to increase your influence powers, you need to learn about effective, assertive negotiation techniques and consultative selling techniques as well. So you sell without selling, you sell as a consulting service. So you don't become that annoying person that people try to avoid. And the very last piece of the puzzle is precisely how you take that influence, and you can take that influence to the stages. So you can influence not one-to-one, but one-to-many. So your presentation skills, your public speaking skills, how you put everything together, leadership knowledge, negotiation knowledge, selling knowledge, self-confidence. You put everything together in your presentations. So you really prepare and deliver high-impact presentations that make a difference, that inspire people to take different action, that make people make different decisions and adopt different attitudes or behaviors for their own good and for the improvement of the entire society, if you will. Your influence can be huge if you learn Magna Influence. Learn more about it. Ask me about it. Let's schedule a conversation so I can help you see the path to master Magna Influence and be prepared to amaze yourself with your impact, with the difference you're going to make in many, many lives. Best way to connect with me is Fabio360.com, Fabio360.com, Fabio360.com. Over there it's like a hub with all my websites, my best books, link to my YouTube channel, my social media. My contact information is there. You can see some videos right there. And from that point, you can visit every initiative I've been developing in the internet for the past 20 years. So And also, if you like this video, please share, like, write a comment, write a question, help somebody else by sharing this video with somebody else. Let's try together to create this movement of influencing with excellence, influencing with integrity. That's the best way, guys, to make this world a better place, is giving power of influence to those who are ethical, honest, truthful, so our voice can be higher and louder than the liars and the dictators and all the others who try to harm us. If we become powerful leaders and negotiators, and we defend, we protect the win-win outcomes, we protect the win-win relationships, we can make a huge positive difference in this world. So let's share the message. Let's work together. Let's embrace this mission of giving power to the honest, to the good people, so we can prevail. My name is Fabio Marques, and remember, I wish you health and wealth always. Talk to you soon.